And we are live.
Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching us here today. We welcome you all. Hope you're going to enjoy. Let me start by introducing myself. My name is Esther. I'm a Ugandan. I live in France and I'm a proud mom of four. Let us help each other by introducing ourselves. Let's go with Sam first, please. Sam, can you please introduce
Uh,
yourself?
Yes. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. My name is Dam. I'm a nurse, mom of three, originally from Uganda and now live in the UK. Hello.
Thank you, Sam. Nicole, can you please introduce yourself?
Rose. Hi, everyone. So pleased to be here. My name is Nicole. I'm a mother living in the UK, originally from Burundi, online digital business owner, and I'm a education psychologist by professional. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nicole. And let's get the introduction from our coach, Benner.
Hello, everyone. Welcome on our Tuesday live every week. My name is Bena. I am a mom, a nurse, a proud digital business coach, originally from Uganda, now living in the UK. Welcome. Join us every Tuesday, as usual, to discuss different topics. Thank you, Esther. Back to you.
Thank you very much for the introduction. Welcome, everyone. Let's hope you're going to enjoy. Grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of juice or coffee, and enjoy with us. Today's topic is how to stay motivated when life gets hard. You know, at times in life, we fail to get motivated when things are getting hard. But at least let's find out how we can motivate ourselves when life goes hard. I have a simple question for you. I think you're going to help us out with this question. Zam, have you ever gone through a time when you felt like giving up? When and what helped you find motivation again? Please.
Thank you, Esther. Hello again. That's a good question and good topic as well. Good selection. So, have I ever gone through a time when I felt like giving up? Yes. Um, Several times in my career, growing up, and they would say that all good things, sometimes things are hard, but all good things, take time to come around. And yeah, many times I've felt that in my career when I've wanted to progress into various places and you go to interviews and sometimes it doesn't work out or you get disappointed and not really get appointed. So, and life as well. Life can throw you a lot of hardship as well. And it can be quite hard depending on what you want to achieve. But I think what is important when you go through hardship sometimes is always learn that growth always happens in moments. So when you want to growth, things take time to come, but they eventually will come. Also, one of the things that is helped is like every challenge has been valuable to me, where you've learned to be resilient and you become close to the person you're becoming. So obviously, having to grow that, you kind of self-analyze yourself, self-awareness, focus, stop and start again, and learn, because if things become harder and also don't work out the way you want it, sometimes it's always good to stop and start to the beginning or drawing board, revamp the first bit, and then come back and try again and all that kind of thing. So not giving up is another thing. Never give up. Always keep trying, and you never know when you get that break of dreaming big. So those are quite good things that you need to think about. But also, today's challenge is tomorrow's opportunity or growth or learning or anything like that. So sometimes look at challenges as opportunities to grow, problem solving. If you're going through things and you feel like, oh gosh, why am I going through this? Sit back and think about it, look back and see how you could move on. The second question about what helped you motivate myself again, I could say self-love. Sometimes it's good to have that affirmation, you're worth it, forgive myself and learn from my mistakes. Believing in yourself, that's quite important when things are going hard. Also, allow yourself to make mistakes, because we're all human, and it's only you being a human that you can learn from your mistakes. Believe in yourself as well. So tell yourself you have the key to your destiny. When you kind of give yourself that positive affirmation, I'm worth it, I can do it. All those things are quite important to you. So, being self-aware, but allowing yourself to go through that kind of process and challenge, enables you to grow and not to be hard on yourself. Life can be hard, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of the world. When you allow yourself to be, and you say, you know what, I'm human, I make mistakes, and tomorrow can only get better, that's only when you could achieve what you want. But also the other thing is that to surround yourself with positive people that encourage you to do things. Like now today, we have this community that is rich with wealth and information, support, training. When you find things hard, when you actually email our coach and colleagues and say, you know what, this and this and this is posing a challenge. Does anybody know what to do? You always get lots of responses from people. So that alone keeps you going and, keeps you motivated to never give up and keep going until you achieve it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you very much. Let's hear from Nicole too. Nicole, how do you stay focused on your goals when progress feels slow or obstacles keep appearing?
Thank you, Esther, for the opportunity. Well, I keep the word goal and my why in mind. And the goal and my why, they stay together, okay? And because it's a goal, as Zam was saying, we are human, okay? We need to be realistic. And the goal can take so many years to achieve. So I have learned to be realistic, okay? To accept. I think that's what Zam was saying. We need to accept. We are human, as she was saying, okay? There will be bad days, there will be good days, right? You cannot focus at the same way all the way, There'll be good days and bad days, as I say. So I just always give myself an example as having a shop, There's some days where you're going to have too many clients, and the other days you see one or two, But the main thing is not to give up. So I try not to be discouraged, okay, by remembering that to achieve a goal takes time and sacrifices. So that repeatedly, when I'm feeling slow, I see that things are really slow, I just say, listen, Nicole, chill, okay? Have a break, refrain a bit. It takes time, okay? It will be okay. And the other thing I do, I establish a routine, okay? A routine and commit to it regardless my mood. And the other important things I think is to break down, okay, my task into a micro task, okay? And so that I can celebrate my small wins, because I have found it that if you don't celebrate those small wins, you cannot celebrate when it's big, okay? And those small wins matters as well, okay? They are very important. It's those small ones which is gonna be big with the time. So I have to celebrate those small ones, even if there's days which it doesn't feel good to me, but it's still something because I show up, okay? I turn up, I did what I could. So whatever energy I have put in matters, okay? So I try not to think about the time also, not to think about the time that it may take, because sometimes we do compare it to ourselves, to the others. So when you see your stuff are not moving the way that it should be, we just want to give up. So I try not to see the time saying it will be, it will, okay, on my time. So I try to see every step as an achievement, as I said, okay, and try to reconnect with my why all the time. My why. Don't forget my why. Okay. And the other thing I think is good is to write it down, your initial purpose, okay, and your long-term vision behind your effort. So you write it big, maybe with the colors, and you put it somewhere visible. Me, sometimes it's on the phone, okay? When I take my phone, it's there, in your book next to your bed. So you keep seeing your vision, your long-term vision, and your initial purpose is very important, okay? So try not to be obsessed with the final destination as well, but focus on the daily and weekly task. I think your daily task and weekly task, that's what is going to take you to your final destination, to achieve your goal at the end of the day. So my advice today, even if your progress feels slow, please don't stop. Observe your rhythm and do a tiny fraction of your goal. But don't give up. Don't stop. Look after those who made it and keep faith and tell to yourself, that could be me too. And it will be me. Okay? Your breakthrough can take years, but don't give up, because your why matters. Your why. Don't forget your why. And those small fractions, which are going to make you where you want to be. We're going to take you where you want to be. All right? Thank you again.
Thank you very much, Nicole. That is the power of motivation. That is the power of motivation. Because whenever I remember, or anyone remembers the purpose, or realizes the today's struggle, that it is only a chapter, then the whole story is, if you have the motivation, even if you get down, you'll still have to focus and move up because you're motivated. Thank you very much. So let's have our lovely coach, Bena. We have one question for you. It's like an advice. What can you give us? What advice would you give to someone who feels stuck, discouraged, and has lost the motivation to keep moving forward, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. Thank you. I think all these boss ladies have really elaborated it so well. I feel like they have mentioned everything I was thinking about saying. It's like I ask myself, ask someone who is listening to us today, have you ever felt like giving up? Because I think every one of us goes through that phase every now and again. It may not be today, tomorrow you are up, tomorrow you are down. As they have said, you can't be always up there. Motivation is something that you have to work on every day of your life. Maybe you are working these long shifts and raising your children, paying bills, supporting family back home, like for us immigrants, and wondering how much longer can I keep doing this? If that's you and you are listening to us, I want to say that just listen to us. Or if you have been listening, take something out of what these ladies are saying and see whether that can push you to overcome all the downs, the ups and downs that you go through every day. Life gets hard for all of us. Hard times don't choose you. They choose people. Every one of us. They come through kids. Maybe sometimes you feel overwhelmed as nurses. Sometimes you don't feel like even you want to go to work, but you have to because, you have to earn an income. Business owners, even the strongest people, you think, oh, they've had it all. They have got it all. Sometimes they have those lows as well. But they always find a way of pushing themselves up and focusing on the goals, first focusing on their whys, the reasons why they started what they are doing, and keep pushing hard until they are up back to that level where they feel like, okay, I'm in a control now. So the difference is not what the problem is. The difference is, are you deciding to keep going despite the problems that you have, despite the way you are feeling? Do you push yourself to keep going? Because many of us, as moms, as workers, as immigrants, we've experienced this, burnout. We've faced financial pressures. We've raised, children, and, there's always up and down in everything. There were days I myself felt like I want to quit, but I didn't have another option. But I had to keep pushing until I found that thing that I needed to do that put me somewhere where I feel comfortable. And then I realized something, that motivation doesn't always come first. Sometimes action comes first and then motivation will follow. So today I want to share that to a few people that have, feeling heavy or feeling like life has no end, or feeling like they feel like they're doing everything they can and they are not seeing any difference. That you are not alone. Is you just have to think of, why are you doing what you are doing? Is it reason enough for you to keep pushing forward? Like for me, I can say it's my children. When I look at them and I feel like I want to give them the world, I want to give them the things that they need. But what can I do to be able to do that? Making sure they have the opportunities that I never had. I don't want them to go through the struggles I went through. So that's why when this business came along, I said I need to build a future where that my kids are not going to suffer in the future. And my kids, they don't only know me as mom working hard every day out in the house, back, because you can give them everything sometimes that they need. But if you are not present in their life, there will still be something missing. You have to accept the difficult seasons as temporary. Don't say this is going to be me forever. Find new skills, find a business that is going to help you. Because every successful person has gone through difficult moments. Remember that. Challenge doesn't mean you are failing. Sometimes, that challenge is preparing you for something better, something greater. So don't make permanent decision because of temporary feelings. because a feeling is just a feeling. It can go away anytime. Stop your comparing your journey to somebody else, because some people even speak to me after, they say, oh, I see you on the live, I don't think I can talk with you like that the way you do. Believe me, you don't know where I started. You don't know where I started. I was like them, but I put my reason, my why in front of all of those fears that I had. And I said, if this thing can help me, it's helping thousands of people I'm seeing. I think I can also learn the skills slowly and also enjoy life the way these other people are doing. It's not by comparing yourself to them, it's by following your journey and learn from the people you admire. You have to focus on your own progress. Even if one small step every day, moves you a little bit, yes, that's progress. Celebrate it. It's a win for you. Protect your mind. What you listen to matters. Avoid negative people. Avoid negative things that gonna put you back in that feeling of, being motivated, or the feeling of feeling depressed. Spend less time listening to these negative people and more time feeding your mind with faith, hope, learning, and encouragement, positive people. That's the best thing about this business, because when you connect with people in this business, at least I can say the business that I plugged in, because that's all I know about more than anybody else's business, is like all the people are motivated to succeed. They're not going to be there all the time, negative. No, they're always finding solutions. They're always finding new things to learn from other people that's going to put you to that level that you want. Get yourself another option. If you're there still struggling and you don't have a plan B, start searching for that plan B that is going to give you that peace and freedom that you require. Make your dreams come true. One thing that helped me was realizing that I didn't have to depend on just one source of income. Building an online business gave me the hope I needed, not because success happened overnight, but because I finally had, another path to follow. I started slow, but if you are there, you have just one source of income. You are still struggling, not being able to meet the needs of your family, not being able to enjoy your life. Know that you need something else that can help you support that 9 to 5 job that you are doing. We are not saying come and leave the 9 to 5 job you are doing. We are saying look into another option and see whether that fits your lifestyle, whether that can help your future. So all I can say is I want to leave you with this, that the hardest seasons often produce the strongest outcomes, or the strongest people. The person you are becoming, is more important than the problem you are facing today. So if you keep that in mind, it will help you move forward. If you are tired, you can rest, but get up and push again. So if you are discouraged, you can just pray and say, give me strength. God, give me strength to push through this. I know I can do it. It's just taking me a little bit of time. If you are scared as well, keep taking that one small step, but do not quit. Do not quit and say, oh, it's too hard, I can't do it. Because your children as well are watching you. If you're quitting all the time, they will also say, what's the point? Even our mom, we saw her doing that, but she didn't even push through. But if they see the struggles and they see you pushing through, they will become motivated, because they learn from you. You learn from the people you surround yourself with. So you are all the time around your children. And if they see you always feeling sorry for yourself, not getting anything up positive, they will think that's how life is supposed to be. So someone else will one day inspire you, or because will be inspired by you, because you never gave up. So if you are ready to build more freedom, create another source of income, or learn how ordinary people like us are changing lives online, we would love to show you what has been working for us, because our websites are all on screen, our phone numbers, your connectors, just comment in our pages where you are watching this live from, that I'm interested. Let me tell me more, or check out our bios. Our websites are there. Just register with your name and email address and click that learn more button and watch that information video. that is going to give you an overview about how our business works, and then you can connect with us. So you don't have to have everything figured out. You only need the courage to step into the next, shoe that that is going to produce the results you are looking for. So I can only say, stay strong, stay faithful, and keep believing, because your breakthrough is just on the other side of that skepticism and fear that you have. So thank you so much. Esther, back to you.
Oh, thank you very much, Coach Bena, for the motivation words and the comforts and the advice you're giving to all of us, including our followers or our people following us. We also have to know life is a test of all of us. But tough times usually don't last forever. And keep believing, keep growing, keep taking one step at a time. You don't have to have everything figured out just in one day or today. But whenever you force, you keep moving forward, that is when you will win. And you always have to know, when you refuse to give up, that is when you become more stronger. Every small victory is proof that you are stronger than all your circumstances. So, hope you have learned something. In case you want to connect with us, we all have our bios here. We have our websites. We have our telephone numbers. In case you have any questions, you can please contact any of us. Thank you very much, beautiful ladies. Thank you for everything. And I hope everyone has learned something. You have to stay motivated even if your life is getting hard. Thank you very much. Wishing you a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Wishing you a nice night. Good evening. Bye.
Thank you.